Next topic I would like to discuss is objects and handles. Objects and handles are a way to abstract the hardware or privileged resources from the user mode application. Handle is a way of representing a kernel mode object in user mode. Suppose you have a file. You need to read write into a file. First API you call is create file. So let's have a look. We have the address space here again. So this is the address space. This is the user mode. And this is the kernel mode. There is the hardware sitting here. So this is the disk. This is the disk. To access the disk, the API which is getting called from the user mode is create file. Create file will create a file object inside the kernel, and the file object will be corresponding to a file inside the file system. In the user mode, what we will have is a handle. Handle is nothing but a number, a small number, relatively small number. A relatively small number we will have in the user mode. Using that handle, we can request the kernel to do further operation on that particular object. In this case, it's a file object, and we can call further APIs inside the kernel, further system calls in the kernel. We can request the kernel to do different operation like write or read or delete, any operation which we have permission on. What kernel does? Kernel will check if we have permission to do it. It does the permission check. It checks the permission checks. It checks the user has permission to access the file. Lot of things it checks, and it will make sure that we are not doing anything bad to the entire kernel or any other application while we are doing this operation. That is what handle is used for. So handle is a representation of a device or an object from user mode. And using handle, we can request the kernel to do some operation on behalf of the user mode program. Create file, then the network, the socket APIs, all are file handles. There is this GDI handles for display GDI objects and user objects like Windows and stuff like that. There are concepts of handles everywhere in protected mode operating system programming. Now let's see some handles inside the debugger. The command to see all the handles inside a user mode application is bang handle. Bang handle. It'll dump down all the handles inside this particular application. So event handle. This is created by the API create event, then IO completion pods, registry keys, and so many types of different objects. Let's dump down one handle. I have copied one handle, file handle from the bang handle command. Bang handle again. Then the handle number. This is the handle number. And then 0xf. That gives us more information about the handle. So it is a file handle, and this is the attribute, access, and stuff like that. This is how we get more information about the handle. Now to see the detailed information about all the handles in this particular process, the command is bang handle 0. We are not mentioning any particular handle, 0xf. This will give us all the information about different types of handles and the name. This name is the name we are passing to the create file. This is a registry key, so this is the name of the key. Some of the objects doesn't have name. One of the exercise I would like to give you is create a file with a name and use bang handle to find the handle of that particular file in the debugger.